All right, so welcome to the Metals Report for J. Rosa Knives, first edition. Just wanted to do this, do some shameless self-promotion, because that's what Facebook and YouTube and all that is all about, and to get in a few jokes, and that's pretty much it, man. I just want to have some fun. So on to the shameless self-promotion. Finished up some tactical tomahawks. This is the Urban Menace. I make this for Urban Tactical. I was approached by James Urban to make a tactical tomahawk for him, and this is the result, and I think it came out pretty good. I based this off of a design that I made for Rich Verdejo. He is a FCS instructor, and his design was based off of the Filipino head axe. He wanted a tactical, compact version of it. And the original that I made for him, his design incorporated these features. The shape of the handle, the head was different, and the butt end of the handle was different. So I took that initial design and I went ahead and tweaked it, and I added, my butt end of it and, my head. So I wanted my head to be more about penetration, but, to allow for other utility applications, because when you say you're making something for like a military application, I mean, guess what? What you're really doing is you're trying to make a Ferrari that off-roads, because they're not going to just use this for one thing. Realistically, they're going to use it for a bunch of stuff, and you just want it to hold up and to excel what it was made for, but to do reasonably well with the other stuff it wasn't designed for. So I use S7 steel, 1/4 inch thick. I skeletonize the tang of the tomahawk in order to get the right balance. I use canvas micarta. I actually contour. It's kind of hard to see in the light, but I contour the handles. I think it gives you a better feel, a better handling overall. I do sculpt handles using like scalloping, the whole Enzo pattern, but it's not really my thing. I really enjoy the feel of the contoured handles, but it does take a long time, and people don't know that. Not a lot of custom makers do it, but I think it's worth it. And I use torque screws to keep everything together, and epoxy, so I don't think you're getting that off anytime soon. I use black Cerakote, which looks a little funky in the light, because I oil all my blades when they're done, even when they're coated. It's just something I do. I sharpen the top grind, and of course the primary grind. I used to sharpen the beards, but I don't do that anymore. The grind on the beard is always good to help get stuff out. When you penetrate, a lot of times things get stuck, and a lot of knife makers, they don't have this here. It's really good if you have that, because you really want your tomahawk back after you sink it in something. I chose flat grinds. I just think that they perform well for this type of application. A lot of people, they like to, in order to get the weight distribution they want, they will have a much wider handle and a much skinnier, a wider handle on top and a much skinnier base on the bottom. I chose not to do that. I didn't want to do that. I removed enough steel, and with the grinds that I chose, I feel like the balance is pretty much where I want it to be. It's pretty lively, but it's got some weight to it. It weighs in at around 22 ounces. And that's pretty much it, oh yeah, and I also use Kydex just like everybody else. Use the dot straps and some bungee to help retain it. And that's pretty much it for the shameless self-promotion. No jokes today, but stick around. Maybe next time might actually have something funny. Thanks.